Say, man, well, you're not gonna give me another orientation, are you? I won't leave it like this because it's wide. But I'm like, man, I don't want to leave it like this and then the orientation wrong, and I have to
Mm-hmm.
reorientate that shit later on. It ain't a biggie, but I still got you in the good can. Bingo, be in there.
All
So
right.
with you, big brother, I appreciate you giving me your time or whatever. Let me speak with you. If you don't mind introducing yourself and let us know who.
I'm Snook, Snook the God, Snooky. Depends on the relationship you got with me, is what you call me. I'm the owner, founder of SWO Clothing. A little bit about my history before that. I'm a product of the New York City. Growing up there, I done been through everything that you could possibly think of. I started out young. My mom had me in acting. I was on Sesame Street as a kid. But living in the project, sometimes your environment gets the best of you. But I've always had knowledge of self. So I thank the nation, the gods, and earths for always teaching me my 120 degrees and keeping me on my dean. Other than that, leaving from there, I moved down to the Jessup, Maryland, Elkridge area when my grandmother retired in early 99, 2000. And I've been down there ever since then, leaving New York, playing sports. Everybody knows me as being the football player. I've been in the Arena League, in the NFL for a little bit. I had my time there. I had my gripes about things that went the way how they went, but that's no neither here nor there. Everybody's got to have their bumps to grow in life. Now, the work that I put in my clothing brand and what I do for the people is all I care about, and my family. I want everybody to win. I don't have no hate against nobody. When you come to SWO Clothing, this is a safe space. We got a lot of stuff that we're working on. We're working on the bars over politics, where you can come in, don't matter your age, spit your rhymes, your raps, right here in the store. We're opening up the store for people to shoot music videos. Also, I'm partnered with Marados upstairs on the third floor. Shout out to Uncle Spike. Shout out to Mike. They got the club upstairs on the third floor in the city center building. We do a lot of music. We do a lot of shows. We put on for the people. We help every way that we can. So up there is 21 and over when you perform up there. That's why I do mine's all ages open down here. So we're doing that. Then we're gonna have stars and talents for people that don't wanna just be in the rap scene. Any type of talent you got. If you're a comedian, if you play the guitar, you play an instrument, if you can tell stories good. Everybody has some type of talent. I don't want to hear nobody say that they don't have talent because we're all creators.
So that's pretty much the mission, it seems, at the moment. One of the biggest questions will probably be on my part: what has the financial woes kind of been like, as far as even just the storefront running it in this area? Have you been getting necessarily enough business to make it be reasonable?
Well, this is a funny question. A lot of people always hold me to this. Like, I'm in business, but I'm really not in it for the money.
Yeah.
I'm here. I know I got to make money to stay afloat, but I'm basically here to help.
Right.
So that's why we host other people's brands or try to put on other people's talent, or we're here to help because we know most people like to gatekeep. They don't want to help nobody, or they want to charge you to help them. Nah, we show genuine love here because I would want someone to do the same for me. I'm no better than no man, and no man is no better than me. But we gotta learn to keep it together and stop hating on one another and work together. And then that's how everything elements. How we got into this. I've been retired since 2012. Guard hit me like in 2021, and I was like, yo, you gotta start a clothing brand. You gotta start. I knew about fashion, but I didn't know about making clothes and all that stuff. My wife, she was a seamstress. She learned from her grandma.
Okay.
We went out. I spent a crazy amount of money on equipment. We bought every piece of equipment brand new that we could find. I spent about $200,000 in equipment. Didn't know nothing about it. DTF machines, sublimation machines, embroidery machines, everything that we needed, clothing, blanks, and all that. I get a phone call from my buddy. Shout out to Antoine from, he used to be a clown for Bonham and Burley Circus. Now he has a business out in Essex. He called me. I was like, look, I'm having this event. I need some vendors. Me and my wife figured out how to use the machines. In less than 24 hours, we produced 1,200 shirts in one night to come to this event. We went to the event. The shirts were flying off while we were sitting there. My buddy that Antoine has the spot there, they had another spot available around the corner. The landlord came and offered us a spot. We opened our first store in Essex. So we were there for probably about 8 months, and then my wife but she's a registered nurse, and she got COVID and got messed up real bad. So we paid out the rest of the lease on the, then we closed the store down and we packed it in and took it to the house. Then till I got her back well again. We lived in Pasadena. We opened another store in Pasadena maybe about 6 months later. We were there. It was okay. The people were, we had some people in the resident that did some other stuff like us. So they kind of worked against us and they never wanted to work together. But that was fine. So then me coming from the inner city, seeing that the change of everything that was happening, we wound up moving over here to the Eastern Shore. I found some property, waterfront property, good price, it had a good history with it and everything. Bought that. We wound up getting the store here. It took us a while to get in the store here because, things in commercial sometimes move a little slower. But we got a good price. We got this spot down here, and we got a spot on the second floor where we do all the work at. And ever since we've been here, it's been all love. I mean, our main thing is marketing to let people know that we're here, because a lot of people don't know that we're here.
So that was about to be my next question. You were saying that you do have people that perform and stuff. How consistent, or what's the age range in our artists that you seem to be getting? Are they all from around here? Is it a deal or something that you run with them? What would be the procedure for them? And just what has that been like, even trying to get people motivated?
Well, this is what we're doing. We're gonna start in October, probably not this weekend, probably the following weekend. We're actually gonna have the official rollout for Bars Over Politics. So what we're gonna do is the first 15 people, I already got 2 people I already promised to be one, episode 1 and 2. But the first 15 is gonna be on the strength. You come in, it's for free. After that, we're just gonna charge $20, $30, so we can, put it out there and then also stay afloat as well. So $20 ain't nothing, that's chump change, When I tell people, if you really care about your craft, you can't expect people to invest in you if you ain't willing to invest in yourself. So sometimes you gotta, before someone else will put some bread up behind you, you gotta show that you're gonna put some bread up yourself and show that you really care about your craft.
So how many people do you feel like have been like coming through?
Well, we done had LP Marcy. He came through a few times, because he got his brain here. That's my brother. We got Tommy Fishkill. He just dropped his matter of fact, we had his album release party 2 Mondays ago, right upstairs at Murado's. He just dropped the Gutter Baby album. So, and we're also working on this clothing line, Gutter Baby Wear. So, and RIP to his mom. He just lost his mom too. So, we riding with you, God. You know, sorry for your mom's return. We know life ain't made to be here forever, but I know it gets sad, but we're really supposed to celebrate it because that person ain't dealing with pain no more. But we get a lot of, I have my son even also does music as well. He's a teenager, and a lot of his teenager friends come in, and we have one kid, he makes beats, and then he has a lot of artists with him and stuff, and I meet a lot of people from the skate shop and stuff because they do performances at the skate shop too. And like I said, it's open to everybody because I got an ear for music. I grew up in this. I rap myself. So it don't matter if you sing, if you rap, if you do rock and roll, if you do classical. I got an ear for music. If it sound good, it sound good. And I ain't gonna just pipe nobody up. If it don't sound good, I'm gonna tell you gotta work on it.
Um, One of the biggest things I be preaching about on this channel is feeling like regional music is coming back, especially since everything has happened with the not necessarily to say it in a negative way, but the downfall or lower end of the pedestal of Drake, because he kind of was covering all surfaces of rap. By him kind of going down, now you have these areas of Atlanta that are coming out with the neo soul, hip hop stuff or whatever. Since you've been here, what would you say the sound would be for here, or is there even a sound for here, or is it more of
The thing
they're picking what they get from other places and choosing to go with that?
the thing that I found out about down here, the sound down here depends on the person. Because you got some of them, like I've noticed the younger ones, they're more like the Baltimore rappers. They say dummy and stuff like that. But the older ones, you'll hear a lot of New York in it. You'll hear Philly in it.
Yeah.
You'll hear Delaware in it. It's like very, very versatile. Of course, like a lot of people don't know, the Eastern Shore, it's right there in the middle of everything. So you got people from everywhere. You got New York, you got Philly, you got Delaware, you got Jersey, then you got Virginia right on the other side. So it's real versatile.
Yeah, you good. I was just checking it. Make sure.
So when for anybody. And then what I always tell people, don't never get discouraged because if someone be like, I ain't trying to hear that, blah. Everything ain't for everybody. It's because this person don't rock with it. Homie over here may want to buy 10 albums of it and really rock out to it. So that's why I don't discourage nobody. Like even with the people with the mumble rap. Me, I ain't come from that era, but I'm not going to discourage them. Because music at the end of the day is about a feeling. So if it gives you that feeling and what people's thinking about with the music, how you was just saying about things changing, it getting bigger than this, what the rappers are doing. This is a whole energy shift. You can feel things going back to that 444 hertz instead of that 808 murder, death, kill beats. So now you're starting to get the conscious rappers to come back out. That's why you're starting to get Nas make albums again, Ghostface making albums again. Because people miss that feeling that you got. Music is supposed to give you a feeling. It's not supposed to make you crash out and want to kill people. It's supposed to give you a happy feeling where you just bop your head or you do your little 1-2. It ain't supposed to, and it could turn you up too. But at the same time, it shouldn't turn you up where you want to commit a crime.
So I heard you say even with the other situation as far as it's not about money as far as keeping the spot open and stuff like that. But also we were talking about getting participation in. Something that I've have seen from being on the shore a lot of the times in my life is somebody comes or there is a group of people that are excited about an operation and or a mission. They get together on it. People will come, not necessarily help financially, and then when it's gone, they just move to the next thing. So that was kind of my question is saying, like, do you feel like you're building a community or you getting at least 20 repeat people coming back and being like, yeah, we're here for this?
Yeah, I get people all the time like, see, I'm not a big social media person, and we've been open since June 13th, and I could tell you, I done had at least about 20 people just come in my store and break down crying, just from the work that they see me doing and how genuine I am. I was outside with one of my friends doing the Folk Fest. And what's crazy about it, I don't know this man from Adam. The commissioner of Salisbury Police walked up to me and said, "How you doing, Mr. Snook?" And I said, "How this man know my name?" I'm saying in my head. I said, "Where I come from, police only know your name for bad things." And he said, "You know what? I appreciate what you're doing for the city. I checked out your page. I seen you gave 250 book bags out to the kids. You picked 2 random kids, gave them $150 shopping spree in the store." And I said, "You know what? I don't do it for the glory and the praise. I do it because people need help." And I said, "Matter of fact, while I got your ear, I know there's a disconnect between the police department and my community. Let me let you know this. I'm here. Before y'all got to put any hands or put any type of violence on anybody into the community, let me be the person in the middle. Because sometimes it's just a language barrier. Something you may be saying that someone in my community may not resonate with to understand. So I know how to speak both languages. I know how to play both sides. Let me be the person in between so it won't be so much tension." And he shook my hand and respected me on it.
So you say you try to do an event at least once a month, and this is the Bars Over Politics. Other than you moving at the level that you're moving, who else do you see, or who else are you reaching out to in the community that is moving like you?
Well, like I said, we partner with upstairs with Morados, with Spike Singleton. He got Spike Lyrics.
Spike Singleton, yes, I'm aware. Yeah.
Yep, that's my brother, and then his business partner, Michael. They own the spot together.
Okay.
So we do a lot of work together, and ever since I met him, he's been the one that plugged me into all the rappers because he know everybody from being the producer.
Yeah.
So he bring them all to me. He said, "Hey, this is my guy, and let me do what I do." I introduce myself to people. I let people know who I stand for. You can check my resume, check y'all gotta make phone calls. Do what y'all gotta do. People, you gonna get some people that's gonna tell you I've been the same way my whole life, and
that's just like
you gonna get some people that ain't gonna like me because of the energy that I stand on my business.
You ain't doing what they want you to do.
Because I won't let people control me or just follow other people's lead. I do what I do. So now what we trying to do here, I'm trying to get everybody, the rappers and everything, so we can create a big space together. We're trying to build a spot where you can come do your videos, podcasts, all in one, and get some fire merch at. And also, we're trying to build a sportsplex because we want to bring a arena football team to Salisbury for everybody that doesn't get that phone call to make it to the NFL or the AFL, where you can still do what you love and still get a little bread out of it and still put on a show for the people. Also, with pro wrestling, I have a lot of connections to the pro wrestling world. We want to do pro wrestling. I got a connection to the boxing world. We want to do boxing as well. That's why we want to do one big sportsplex. But I'm just one person. I can't do everything myself. So I'm open to investors. Yes, it's my dream. But like I said, with my story, it's run with the pack and get left behind. No one on my team is over anybody. Everybody has their own strength and weakness. So something I may not know, maybe my homie right here may know. Something that we both may know, the next person on the team may know. So that's why I'm doing the way I do it. Am I perfect? And if everything's right? No, but I know my heart is there.
So the question will come to me once again. I end up getting up with you because when I'm on my platform, most of the time I say that I don't see a lot of local artists. Once again, it could easily be because when I was worrying about music, we all understood that there was an expectation for the level of visibility that you were supposed to have before the community gets excited about anything that you're doing. Therefore, if I'm moving now and I don't see you at any of them levels, then I'm not seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any plans on getting into the social media joint a little bit more? Because even like I said, I put in Salisbury rapper. You're the only thing that comes up. If I put in studios in Salisbury, Maryland, neck cut off or head cut off, and the other Euro that's in town pops up, or like a Haitian joint. I think that's it. When people are looking for this stuff, especially for ours, if we can't see it in the way that everybody else is, then you honestly don't know what's there.
Yep.
So what do y'all guys intend on doing, at least within this year, to trying to get it seen so when people are speaking of it? Because even for myself, I have a young boy. That's how I usually keep tapped in with Salisbury a little bit more. But like, yo, what's going on with this? He'll send me some shit from somebody in Cambridge doing something, or somebody over here. He even showed me something that his people were getting into, and I'm like, why on all of y'all, I can understand why they don't connect with me, because I'm not necessarily from here. I want y'all appear like that. But why don't y'all connecting with each other? So like, what do you have any perspective on that? Because even not to be rude or cut you off, when I was looking at the performances, I performed down here before, and I'm seeing the 2 or 3 people in the front and going around. I'm like, man, this feels like that old situation of I'm only here for my people, and I'm not going to be in the camera view for anybody else.
Well, when we normally do our shows upstairs, everybody show love. Even when, shout out to my man Rachel Myers, even when he came through and had his birthday, everybody showed up and showed love. Like, I just came there to show my man love, wound up hopping on the podcast. They got me on the podcast, and we out there, I was preaching, telling people, like, look, the gun violence and all that stuff got to stop. Like, we got to stop killing each other. If y'all, everybody's saying they really got bread like this and all this other stuff, I said it like this. Let's take it to the boxing ring. Y'all put y'all bread up and whatever, and y'all leave that differences right there. Whatever happens in that ring, y'all leave it there. I'm about bridging all communities together. Because like I said, I'm from New York. I'm not from here. But I came here and I went to every hood, and everybody knows I came straight to everybody's hood and told them what I stand for. Even out in Cambridge, because I live on Hoopers Island. So I'm 30 minutes outside of Cambridge. I try to bring this same idea, what we're doing here, to Cambridge. The people that live in Cambridge know what it is with them people, with them other people over there. A lot of people was listening to my business plan. I had it, everything, documented everything. Went up and down Race Street. All these properties open. They tell me they're available. As soon as I tell them what I'm getting ready to do, we rented it. I go back through Race Street. It's still vacant. But it is what it is. You can't stop my movement because it's still going to down trickle that way. Because what we're doing, we're trying to make this whole thing global. Everybody we're trying to tap in with everybody everywhere.
Have you heard of a woman out here? I believe her name is Kim Green.
No, I haven't heard of her.
She does poetry open mics at Permiton Cafe.
No, I know Sister Biggs though out in Pocono. She does an open mic out there too.
So that's why I was even saying with a situation like that, you have movement in town. She's a black lady. You're doing stuff out Permiton. This is the the hood. But still, y'all are missing each other.
Yeah, because
like
some people
we
don't
need to
know.
do something like in this area to where as though we're not just missing each other. How is everybody just happening to we're all moving and just going right past?
That's what I think we maybe need to do, an event where people could network together. Because like I'll go to events, I'll get called to come be a vendor someplace, and I'll just go. It ain't even about me making no bread.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go there just to make relationships. Like I said, I went to my man just to show my man love, Rachel Myers. You know how many relationships I got from just showing my man love for his born day? With other rappers that was like, yo, we mess with you though, we getting ready to put our brand in the store, this and that. Just from being a genuine person, showing my man love, he tapped me in with all these other people.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's like you said, I'm not putting on you guys,
Yeah.
but I'm sure that you're known better in this area than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow we got to figure out a way to where we're networking or we're not missing each other the way that we are. You know what I mean? Especially for some of us, because regardless of what we're doing, and that's what I was saying even before, we're in that older age range now.
Yeah.
So if you don't make that next generation feel like this is something that's supposed to be going on, it's going to be the same energy that we still be having, where it's like, all right, I'm gonna run with something from after high school, and then if it don't really flow, it's like, all right, man, I know where I'm at. Yeah, it's like I know where I'm at. It is where it is. Let me get this side money, and I'll do this on the side instead of being like, this could be the thing that can actually get you out of here and can change your life. How do you feel when you see stuff like the skits of the guys just doing random stuff in the hood? It's like the Unk joint or something. Do you feel like maybe this area they're missing that, or once again, is there people that are doing that type of content and I'm just not seeing it?
That's the thing. Like they need some more people to do some content and stuff like that, because
all you need is like four houses out of P block
out there.
4 P block houses to walk into and just be have a little fake drama
and
thing.
I know people got talent out here. I know people funny.
You got time too.
Yeah. So, you know, and y'all always be on your phone anyway.
And that's what I was feeling like. It's a lack of motivation because it don't feel like it's real to people here. That's why I was like that missing each other thing. You're the biggest face
and then we
for
got,
this area
then we
right
got
now.
We got the mindset that like, oh, if I'm on the internet, I'm not a real nigga. Because
yes and no, but see that be a fake joint. You be like, if I'm on the internet, I'm not a real nigga, but you'll be arguing with your baby mother, or you'll be on Eastern Shore undercover. Like nigga, you're dead.
Which it don't make sense. Or we'll jump on social media instead of supporting somebody what they're doing to tear them down.
Listen, I had the one where I get views on my stuff, and I'm like, I would literally go on my joint and be like, y'all know I can see you, right? Like, you know I know. I know you feel like you just viewing me, but the analytics on the other side, like I could be like, what are you doing?
And then what I learned about some people gonna leave comments because some people just want to be seen.
Yeah.
Social media, from where I grew up, you know, I'm an 80s baby, so social media really messed the game up. Because with social media, like, everybody feels like they got to put on a facade now. No one show you when they doing bad. They always want to show you when they up. But they want to clown some people that do get on there when they show you they doing bad. That's the phony stuff. Anything could be fake. Shakespeare said it best. The world is a stage. That's just how it goes. And if you got knowledge yourself, you got to use discernment to know what's real and what's not. Just like, I usually don't talk on relationships, but Dame Dash, my man.
Yeah, I've been on this.
But at the same time, the OG should be telling Dame, like, chill. Stop responding to stuff.
You don't got no OG no more.
Because what it is, me being from Harlem, that's internal. You seen what happened with Cam and Mace. But you seen what happened with Big and Pac. Sometimes you got to put that shit aside and have a conversation with that man. Leave that social media shit out. Big was my man. Big and Pac would still be here to this day if they would have sat down and had a conversation. But social media and the news media playing it out like it was a big East Coast, West Coast. It wasn't nothing like that. Same thing, like, if people really know about business, Dame ain't broke. Like I tell, it's only our people that want to put everything in our name. if you really about your life and really about business, everything is ran by the trust. So no one can come sue you personally. Come holler at my trust. But a lot of us don't know business because we wasn't taught that. And they put these things in a book, and a lot of us won't pick up the books to read it. So that's why I do what I do, being an older guard myself. Knowledge is to be shared, not to sit on. So I let people know. Or my older guards, my teacher, we're working on an event where I'm going to bring my older guard and a couple of other guards down to Salisbury, and we're going to get the youth together to talk to them, to let them know, like, the streets ain't the streets no more. The streets ain't streeting. So that's why we're trying to get everybody to come together so we can start doing businesses. Like, everybody, they gave you a legal way now. Even if you got something attached to your name, I know you know somebody that's legal. Go open up a dispensary. You got to use this. Because if you don't use this, they'll trick you out and put you in this. And once you're in that, it's just they never try to let you get from that space. That's the new slavery.
Yeah. Especially down here, I feel like sometimes it just kind of comes to a mind state of comfortability. And you don't realize a lot of it ain't comfortable because you want more. That's why you keep going out of town, because it feels sexy or you want the extras. Mm-hmm. But then you don't necessarily be like, man, I can't get the extra down here.
And I feel with our people, period. And I don't have a racist bone in my body. I see my wife and all that. I go off of people's mindsets and how they treat me. I don't see color. But our people got comfortable in our oppression. We thought just because the chains are off and we ain't on the plantation no more. Y'all see what's going on every day. We got comfortable in our oppression, and you see they be having their people on one. But our people, we only want to go against each other. We got to break that. That was the whole reason why they stopped slavery anyway, because they knew that they conditioned us and broke us so bad that we're not going to stick together no more. So they're like, oh, all right, we can let them go now. Because we already broke them that they ain't going to never stick together. That's where you got to overcome that and be like, look, because I'll let you know, I done seen them do business deals and they'll be like, you know, Johnny breath stink. I hate Johnny. But Johnny got away, we can make $1 million. Let's go do it. Our people, nah, Johnny said something about my mother in garden. We 40 years old now. But Johnny got away, we can make $1 million. Nah, he said something about my mom. Nah, when I see Johnny, it's still up. You see where it don't make sense? That's the slogan. You got to make it make sense.
For me, I most definitely understand that aspect. Because most of the people don't like dealing with me because I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. And then somebody else asks me, I'm like, and then it don't even be on no personal
shit. Yeah.
Like, yo, that's how I feel about it, man. Maybe I don't not like you. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, hey, we can't do weed business together. Because I know you kind of weird with the weed business. Mm-hmm. But you want to take that through everything now. You want to be mad that a nigga even told you.
I ain't say we can't do no business. Like, nah, no business.
And you know what? And then you put me in a position to where, though, especially with the internet, I'm not saying why, but you're the one always putting the fuss up. Yep. So now I'm sitting on the side. I'm like, all right.
Now you going on social media,
you making this look weird.
Character look weird.
And you know my character is not to expose you. So you pressing the line like, come on, man. Why are you even putting me in a position? Those make it weird. So even for me to where I'm like, all right, let me just stay away from it. Because even like I said around here, whoever I deal with most of the time, you know more people than I do if I'm dealing with you.
Yeah.
So the minute something don't go your way, now I'm sitting here watching my ass and you trying to fuck business over or whatever it is. Yeah. So I feel like that kind of put a barrier up too, because I've seen other people outside of myself when they come to me and be like, yeah, I seen what you was telling me about with the one situation. I'm like,
and I always tell people, hold my feet to the fire. If you ever see me switch up, whatever, you can pull my coattail. Yeah. Be like, yo, Snook, nah, you ain't say that. You said this and this and this and that. I am a man that can be humbled. You can come and pull my coattail and tell me I don't know everything.
But they don't want to do it. And that be my problem is.
Yeah, they don't want to do it face to face. They want to.
Yes. And then mind you, you got a calm disposition, so I'm sure you face the same thing of. There's nothing you're ever going to say about me that nobody going to bring to me because they want to see if you going to get if they could get me out of character. You're going to come and tell me to be like, look,
yep.
All right, let me see if this nigga is who he say he is because he say he ain't on that shit.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't realize, yeah, I was a street dude, but you got to elevate from that. Do I still run my business on the same principles? Yes. But do I crash out over? No, because you can't do that. So I have people sometimes that'll try to bait and say things about my name or about my business and try to get that because they know who I am and they think they're going to get that person that I buried down to see if I'm going to respond. Sometimes I do want to respond, but before I respond, I get on the phone with another one of my guards and be like, yo. And they be like, all right, Snook, let's talk about it like this. Think about it. You going to do this, and this. Look how much you're going to lose. This person has nothing. You're the business owner, and you're going to be the one everybody's going to look at and be like, yo, we ain't going to that business. This dude just crashed out over the... Because people only going to believe what they want to believe.
And that's pretty much it. There's nothing you can ever do to change that.
Yep.
Let me get light with you on this conversation, man, because you know we've been in it for real.
Yeah, real heavy. You don't want to sue people that everybody can't digest everything.
Yeah. Give me your top 5 rappers.
We talking about of all time?
Yeah, man, for you, whatever criteria you want to put on it. If somebody say you got to pick 5 of them, where we at?
They're saying in no particular order.
Nah.
You know, Big gotta be on there. My man Nas is on there. Somebody that gets slept on, that don't get enough respect. My man Busta Rhymes. I gotta put the whole Wu. They family. That's family there. You know what I mean? That's family. You know,
I give you that by default. I give you that by default.
Because what they gonna do if I don't say them, somebody gonna DM me and be like, "Yo, you know we family." So that go for everybody. You know, Meth, Raekwon, Ghost, You God, Capadonna, everybody, even the Offspring, Killer Army. Y'all know it's all love from the God.
Wait a minute, y'all know my favorite, Shaheem. Got Shaheem out on
Oh, yeah,
too.
shout out my man Shaheem, too, the little youngin'.
Yeah, that's my boy. I be sharing this shit all the time.
Yeah, that's my man. That's my man. A lot of people don't remember, like, he had them bars, but, you know, he did what he did, but he's still putting it on for the community.
Yeah,
he changed his life around.
All right, so what I would say, my next question would be, you say you're doing stuff with the local. Who are people that you feel that they should be looking out for of the artists that you guys have been working with?
Well, people that you should be looking out for, you know, of course, LP Marcy, you know, he's like the hardest thing over here on the shore.
You keep saying LP. I feel like I know who you. He has a twin brother or brother that looks something like him, light skin.
He got the little short dreads.
He
got the short dreads. Like he was signed to Dave East at one time.
I feel like I know who you talk about.
You probably if you see his face, I got a picture of him on my phone.
Yeah, we'll go through that when we chop it about.
You know, like he's like, our movement is the new shore. That's what we always say. This is the new shore, and we love everybody. So he get on a lot of tracks with even a lot of up and coming artists. You know, him and Tommy Fishkill got the song Trap Lingo out.
Okay.
You know,
you get local spin?
Yeah, we're getting a whole lot. They do a whole lot of shows, you know, like they be up in Philly. They do a lot of the bar shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's motion.
You know, You know, we got Rachel Myers. You know, also this Friday, shout out to the Delaware Battle League for reaching out. Well, we basically like reached out to each other at the same time, and for making me a judge this Friday at their battle. And I'm gonna bring some merch up there and everything, and I'm gonna tap in with the guys up there too, so y'all can start brands and stuff as well. There's much love to the Delaware Battle League. We're gonna be up there in Seaford Friday, October the 3rd. Um, Tommy Fishkill is a local artist. You know, he's from Fruitland. You know, he does for a white guy.
What would you say his style would be considered?
Street. Like he's a storyteller.
Like beat selection wise.
Storyteller.
Beat selection.
He could put him. He's one of them guys. You could put him on everything.
Oh, so he'll go on.
Because right now me and him are working on a song that it's like a New York beat, and we're working on a song together. You know, I'm waiting for him because, like I said, you know, he lost his mom and everything, and I'm just getting back into the booth. So my pen game's still nice, but I'm having issues with remembering what I put on the paper while I'm reading it. So from what I'm doing now, from when I'm doing tracks, I'm just freestyling. I'm just going to the beat and listening to what, if I'm on the track with somebody else, and I'm listening to what someone else is saying, and then I'm just going to go in off of that.
Okay.
Until I get my mind back on, because it's been a minute since I've been in the game, you know. Shout out to Uncle Spike once again for getting me back in it.
That's good. Yeah, it's funny you said Spike. I'm talking about the same one. I believe I was working with him at Alton Brothers for a little while and shit. I was working with him while I was down bad and shit. But I think I know you was talking about. He was working on a movie at that time. I think it was going back and forth to Baltimore. So yeah, that's what's up. It's funny to even know that you even doing work with, bro.
Yeah,
you come in, bro.
Yeah, it's just, you know, that's my brother. That's family right there. He's also going to be a judge coming up at the Delaware Battle League as well. He also check out Spike's Lyrical Lounge. One take performances. Even people that do live instruments, all that. One take performances he's doing. It's called Spike's Lyrical Lounge. He's got a few episodes up. That's the family, that's the team. You know, we each one teach one. Anything he put up, I share. Anything I put up, he share. You know, that's what we gotta do for each other. To break these algorithms, we gotta stick together. Because they ain't gonna never promote the positivity. So we gotta build a team and everybody share each other's stuff.
This your son?
Nah, this is my son's friend.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the local.
I know you said you had a kid too.
He's a rapper too. He's one of the local kids around here.
You shout yourself out real quick.
He's one of the local kids around here, and I help him out, you know, any way that I can. With if he needs food or anything, you know, I look out if I can. Not saying that I got it like that, as I tell people all the time, that NFL stuff, it's a job, just like anything else. And you know, like sometimes, you know, like I said, I've been retired since 2012. That money gone, you know, but I make things work. That's my young boy right here. You know, he's a rapper too. You know, I help him out any way that I can. He's a local artist as well. Introduce yourself.
How long you been rapping?
Know who you are.
Call me Chosen Hand. You know, trying to promote no violence, but nothing but good and positivity nowadays, because you know it's now things are going on out here. Like you got the youth out here promoting violence, trying to hurt each other. It's not good to do that. Let's stop violence and, you know, and keep promoting the good things.
What's your journey been like so far as being a rapper?
It's been a little wishy-washy. You know, like it's been a lot of tests and temptations coming from, like, you know, negativity and from the image that I used to promote back then, but the image that I'm promoting now is going into positive.
Well, that's fire. So it's changed since you, this shift has been since you got in with SWO?
Since I've gotten with SWO, things are just, you know, it's been different. I can say I've been going up there multitasking and using some networking skills with everybody, like all the other artists that do for sure. It's clear. But I'm not better than nobody. I'm still just an average Joe, and things just been going good.
You know, like I said to him, I appreciate you even coming in and taking your time out and letting everybody know what's going on down here. You know, just making them available to the scene. Do you have any ads or anything that we can follow you at?
Any ads?
Yeah, like
Like
your
social
online.
media.
Yeah, your
So
social
they can
media.
follow you out on social media.
Ad hook. Wait. Okay, on Instagram it's cashout_369. And the other one is I'm gonna use on Facebook. Chosen him. That's the second account that you can follow me at, But that's all I have to say right now.
Bet, yo. We appreciate you even taking the time out once again. At the end, I'll make sure that I get his information and whoever else he has and put it in the bottom of the display for the link. Appreciate you.
All right, bro.
So yeah, though, you gave me your 5 rappers. I'm gonna let it slide because you threw the Wu-Tang in there for the whole last. You threw the Wu-Tang in there for the whole last 4.
I had to.
So I'll let you
I had
slide. I'll
to.
let you go with that one. You said some of the local artists that you feel that we should be looking out for. Once again, you can let us know of any of the programs and stuff that you're gonna be having coming within the next month and that we should be looking out for. And after that, we could go ahead and close it out.
We got Bars Over Politics coming, and we got Talents and Stars coming. Shout out to my man C Brew. Shout out to Tommy Fishkill. Shout out to my man LP Marcy. Shout out to my man Rayco Meyer. Shout out to all my brands. Shout out to Heavy Motion. It's all love. Y'all know I'm all genuine love. I trust everybody to be who they are until they show me different. It's all love from the God. Next, coming up in October 25th, I'm still waiting for the response back. I'm supposed to be having one of my wrestling buddies come, but I know for a fact on October the 31st, Kendrick Kamari, pro wrestler, check him out. He has like an Undertaker style, and he's a rapper. He'll be here in the store October 31st. We're going to be giving out candy for the kids. We got Bars Over Politics. I'm working on the dates. I'm definitely going to put it out on social media when I get the dates together. Tommy Fishkill is supposed to be episode 1, because I promised him that he'll be episode 1. But like I said, we're going to do the first 15 episodes on the strength for free. After that, you're going to tap in and y'all going to have to start investing in yourself. We're here for the people. Like I said, we're looking for investors because we're trying to build more businesses. We're trying to build the SWO studios, like I was saying, where you could come do your podcasting. You could come shoot your music video. You could come get some exclusive merch. And we're working, I have it all, the first 2 episodes already written out. We're working on a web series too. So we're trying to put people in acting as well. So shout out with my man C-Class from Tilden. Let's Go for Life. He was the inspiration on me starting my web series from what my man did. So, like I said, we're building that. We're working on building the Sportsplex. We're looking for investors. And also, we want to build a adult daycare. Because we got to stop throwing our old folks away in these nursing homes because they're not going to take care of them how we need to really take care of them. If they took the time to take care of us, when they get old, we got to take the time to take care of them. So we know life gets busy and you got to keep a job and all that other stuff. So we also looking for investors to come with us. And my wife is a registered nurse. She specializes in Alzheimer's and dementia. So we're looking to have an adult daycare where you could drop your loved one off while you go to work, and then you come pick them up, just like you would do with your kid. You know, we got to stop throwing our old folks away. And like I said, it's all love. We're here down in Salisbury. We're starting this movement. SWO Clothing, Run with the Pack, or Get Left Behind.
Fine. Appreciate you again, bro.
Appreciate you too.